And you can do it in the mic if that would
Sure.
be okay.
So there's a couple emails that have been floating around. I've been sending out some documentation on some decisions that the board needs to make or the city needs to make in terms of
Bob,
right-of-way. So we have sidewalks that we've been designing throughout this process. And along Kuntz Road specifically, some of the right-of-way, there is no right-of-way. The property lines go to the middle of the road on both sides. And that's just because it's an old county road. And we've explained this, I think, to you in previous meetings. So when we develop the sidewalks along Kuntz, it's going to either go in somebody's property or the city has to determine that they're going to dedicate right-of-way to develop the sidewalks. And so the town, or the town council needs to make a decision on how they would like to, move forward with the sidewalks. Is it going to be in the property, or is it going to be a need to dedicate right-of-way for the implementation of the sidewalks? And so that's kind of a decision that the town needs to make. And based on the decision, either way, it would be my suggestion to absolutely reach out to those property owners to let them know what's going on, right? And so we can give you plans, we can help out however, but I think we just need to make sure that before construction starts, that some of this starts to get cleared up from the town standpoint. It just makes it a neat process so that ideally you have right-of-way and you're developing the right-of-way and putting sidewalks in the right-of-way. If you decide to have the sidewalks go in the person's property, they have to be, let know that the city's going to take care, the town's going to take care of the sidewalks for the life of the sidewalk, and that they have no requirement for the implementation, any sort of, construction costs for them, but it's going to be in their property basically. So that's one thing that the town needs to decide upon at some point soon.
can you work with Scott on that?
Yeah.
Scar Williams, our superintendent.
Yeah.
If you can work with him and just figure out what properties that we need to look at.
Sure.
And then he can bring it all back to us and we can make some decisions, and he'll have to work with the attorney too if we're
Yep.
gonna have to draft any letters.
Yep. And I guess since you're here, Chip,
Yep.
right now, the sidewalks along 56 and along Madison, is it okay that the sidewalks, that's something also, the sidewalks are either gonna need to get right-of-way dedicated for those sidewalks, or it's okay for the town to develop the sidewalks in the Hanover College property?
I don't know that we're gonna have a preference, but I will find out.
Okay.
And when you said the town's gonna take care of the sidewalks, the town will take care of the capital improvement
Yes.
sidewalks. But isn't it ordinary for people like to have to shovel snow or
Yes.
keep them clear?
Yeah, so that's, I wouldn't say that's maintenance, that's not like repairing cracked concrete, but that's upkeep to make sure that the sidewalks are clear.
So make it clear, who shovels sidewalks?
The homeowners.
College or the town?
Typically, it's the homeowner whose house sits behind that sidewalk.
Okay,
Yep.
but
That's
the
typical.
sidewalks we're talking about
On
going
college
along
property.
the highway.
Along the cross-country field?
Yeah, who's responsible for that?
Well, if that's the way it works, then it would be the college's
Okay.
responsibility, just like it would be somebody living on Coons
Well,
Lane or,
But that's also needs to be in an ordinance somewhere. I don't know if it's
Right.
in your ordinance that
yeah.
a property owner is required to maintain snow removal or trash, whatever it is along the
I'm
sidewalks.
not sure that it is,
Like
but
so.
I'll check.
I don't know, like in front of Rick and Wanda's house, I don't know who takes care of are you all supposed to shovel it or do you know? On
I
Madison?
take care of mine, I don't take care of the,
Alright.
Yeah.
But I think
Most
that's-
people do, just because they want their sidewalks
Right.
clear,
Right,
but you can't enforce it unless there's something in an ordinance.
so
Okay.
we need to check on that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So, and I'll write an email that kind of
Okay.
describes it. I just make sure that we need to take action on
Right, okay,
something.
right.
I
Right.
can't do that as the architect, but I can make sure that you all know what you need to do so that you've, do it to a
But
process.
if we do sidewalks on the sidewalk, not just cross-country, who's responsible for that? The town?
Say that again?
If we do sidewalks along the highway
Yep.
to McDonald's, absence of cross-country, who's responsible for that?
For the construction of it?
No, the
Maintain-
clearing,
The clearing.
snow.
That's up to you. So again, that's, I think, something that's
We'd
not
have
in
to
your
work
ordinance.
that out.
You need to iron that out. You could add that to your ordinance if you
Okay.
want to, as part of general maintenance of a person's property. So like, a lot of times the ordinance will say, after 5 inches, after your grass is up 5 inches, you need to mow it. If not, you can be
Right.
cited, or the town will come in and mow it on your dime,
Right.
something like that. That's a typical thing that you see in a lot of ordinances.
That might be part of the conversation we have Scott have with homeowners about
Yeah.
maintenance of
Because
weather
we have
related
very
things.
few employees compared to the college.
Oh, I know, yeah, I get that.
So who's got the liability of that? So downtown, like, the first section of concrete in front of the store, I gotta take care of that. I insured the first section. The other part's the city. So I cleaned mine, cause I don't want people tromping and
Sure,
it turns to ice, so,
right.
but I know I have to.
So from a liability, that's on your attorney. I don't have that answer. I wouldn't know that.
Okay.
That's beyond, that's liability.
We can talk to her
I can tell you ordinance stuff
Right.
from a planning standpoint, but liability is attorneys. Okay, so that's one thing, so I'll do a cohesive email on that. Curtis has written that email, so you have it, so you have that information. I'll kind of go over what I talked about today in that, basically forward that email and kind of
And
say,
I'll give
here's the decisions that you all
I'll
need to make.
I don't know if you've got Scott's, but I'll give you Scott's email.
Yeah, if you don't mind, you can either email me or, yeah, you can just give it to me in paper or whatever. So the second one, Curtis also sent forward a decision based on some designs. I don't have that with me, unfortunately. I didn't realize I was going to be speaking on this one today. But some designs related to, and I'll put this in the email again, related to the sidewalks, and we had some special features every 100 feet, if you remember. And so he gave some design solutions for that. And so if we just need some decisions on what kind of final decision you'd like to have that look like. And then that's an easy one. It's really just a design movement versus like something like a right-of-way. So that's the other thing that we sent forward that we just need to get cleared up so that we can make sure that's in the bid documents that goes out, whatever you all want designed, really. We want it to make sure it's your design, not ours.
If that costs more, I don't think we need it.
So we're doing it as an alternate.
Okay.
So it's not, so the way these documents are gonna be set up is the base bid is just the sidewalks and the road improvements with the crosswalk,
Right.
right? And that's the base bid, meaning that that is the minimum that this project will cover across everything. We're gonna have a few alternates, which are add-ons to the base bid requirements. And so those alternates are gonna be three things. So first, it's gonna be the kind of the additional, every 100 feet have something special that kind of says this is part of the town. And so that's one alternate. And so that'll be a certain price that you can say when that comes in, you can say, oh, that falls within our budget, we would like to add that. Or we decide not to choose that, and it just falls back to, it's just concrete.
Right.
The second thing is the landscape. So we've designed some landscape, and it's some trees and some landscape along the highway and along Kuntz and Madison that we've kind of presented in the past to you. And so we'll have those solutions, and again, those are gonna be alternates. So the base bid is just grass, basically putting back instead of what was there already. So it's grass now. So add the sidewalks, and then outside the sidewalks will just be grass again. But an alternate will be actually having some trees and some landscape along those pathways to kind of provide some shade and some beautification aesthetics. So that'll be another alternate that you can choose to add or keep off the
Right.
project.
Right.
And the third one is some site furnishings. So if you remember, there's like that transition zone on Highway 56 as it turns the corner into Madison. There is that space right there, and we're putting some alternates that have some additional site furnishings that you can add, so some benches and, bike racks, things like that. So that'll, again, be add, subtract as you want to.
So we've got several options.
Yeah, you're going to have several options to, basically, they're all aesthetic options,
Right,
really. You're going to get your infrastructure, all your utilities in the right location, all your drainage correct, sidewalks added, improvements to the roadway along 56, and your cross covered. Like, that is in the base bid. And then everything above that will be an add for aesthetics.
Right.
And you can choose whatever you'd like that
Okay.
makes the most for the town.
I'll
Okay.
personally say for those design options for the different logos, I liked the H the best, just because it's symmetrical, and no matter what way you turn it, it's always an H, so it's never upside down. You can't really mess it up. That's just my personal choice for it. Simple.
I just think if it costs more, we don't need it. I mean, that's just my opinion.
That's not up to me, so.
Yeah.
I think it's a nice add-on. You hit the nail on the head with the H. We try to make it so either way, whatever direction you're walking, you always see the H.
Right.
That was the idea behind it.
But you obviously know you're in Hanover.
Right.
That's the reason. It's like, oh, and so the also idea is as you do more sidewalks, so like the downtown area, what you're seeing tonight in the presentation of final streetscapes in the historic
Right.
downtown,
Right.
you could start to implement those H's all
Sure.
over that area too.
Sure.
So
Age like downtown's bricks where you can hardly read them, or the college's bricks where you can barely read the names, or would it be where you can see it well?
yeah, I mean, we're gonna.
I mean, over time.
Yeah, so obviously over time, there's time, Father Time does a lot of things to,
Right.
everything.
Right.
And so, will it deteriorate in the next year? No. Is it
Yeah.
gonna deteriorate over the next 10 to 15 years? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's sap that falls on it, there's siltation that'll build up in it.
Right.
And so you can clean it, and the idea is that you can clean it and restore it, and so there's gonna be some maintenance down the road. But the idea is that it, like the brick, it's not gonna fade. It's
Right.
gonna be there, and you can just power wash it, and it'll look pretty brand new.
Right.
And I think the overarching thing here is we're not making a decision tonight on
No.
whether or not we have this. Just like
Exactly.
if we do have it,
Mhm.
what design would it be?
Right.
100%.
And I agree with you on the
Yeah,
H.
H, yeah.
Okay.
Whether we need it or not,
We'll see.
yeah,
see.
we'll think. If
Okay.
we could get more sidewalks and not doing the H,
That's right.
but I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I won't send that forward if that's the consensus on the H.
Yeah.
We'll do that. And so I'll send you an email follow-up to some critical decisions you have to make from the right-of-way standpoint
Right.
as a follow-up for this.
Okay.
If that,
Sure.
that right-of-way makes sense
Sure.
to you, and you're gonna give me Scott's,
I just sent them all to you.
oh, I love it.
We'll agree with,
I'm a pretty agreeable guy. I'm a pretty agreeable guy. Wasn't there another decision too, Matt, on the stop sign or a stop sign on
Yes.
Coons Lane?
100%, sorry. There, that,
Coming out of the subdivision?
oh, yeah.
yes.
Where you come out of Three Bends and how the traffic moves through there, but I can't remember specifically.
Yes,
We can look at it again.
yeah. That one
I
was
do remember you mentioning that
Yeah, it
before.
was in an email.
And so, I know what it is. Okay, so when you come out of Three Bends, the new subdivision there, you are not at a corner, right? You're kind of
Right,
at a,
right in the middle.
just right in the
Right.
middle. And so, but that's also the start of where we are doing the pedestrian, walkways. So there was two thoughts that you could just do a crosswalk there and just show that there's signage showing that there's a
Scott.
pedestrian crosswalk. Or we could put a stop sign there, and then people would have to stop and then continue on. There is no stop sign currently at the next intersection, so right now, it's kind of why we thought you might want to make a decision, is right now, if you come off of 56 and go down Coons, it could be a straight shot, go as fast as you possibly can.
Yeah.
There's not really a stop sign to slow anybody down. There's now going to be an introduction to sidewalks that now brings people to, everything that's going on at 56 and beyond. So slowing people down or showing them that you might want to, stop, or at least something's going on here to make sure that no one gets hurt. So similar to 56, people are crossing back and forth. There was no stop sign there.
Right.
You're introducing a stop light.
Right.
Similar circumstance at this new subdivision. You're going to have a whole bunch of new people there with people crossing to a sidewalk. And do you want a stop sign, or you just want signage pointing out, hey, there's a new crosswalk here?
So the new subdivision already has the stop sign. Are you talking on up by LaGrange?
Yeah.
I think it'd be great.
It's not at the corner though.
So
It's-
No,
it's kind of in the middle.
It's where they come out. They're coming out of the, what's that?
The T.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I
So it hits
think that-
Kuntz, and there's a,
I think that's great because they pick up speed through there, don't they, Tim?
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send an email to you and Shane,
Mhm.
our
Yeah.
chief,
Yep.
Yeah,
and work with him, and then we'll go with his recommendation.
yeah,
perfect.
Okay.
but it makes sense.
Yeah, we don't know how many people, but if there's anybody and there's a fast-moving car
Right.
in the nighttime, right now, people might want to head up to McDonald's or
Right,
get something.
right. Or
Um,
Taco Bell,
right.
it's gonna be right there, so I think it's a great suggestion.
So thought it would be a safe circumstance.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
there now, and who knows, also, as more subdivisions go in,
Right,
more homes go in,
Right.
it's just something that slow people down.
sure, sure.
So people aren't going to be happy about it, I'll tell you
Yeah.
that.
Well,
That's one thing you might
We're
have to,
used to that, aren't we?
because people are now stopping
Sure,
to go, like,
sure,
why am I stopping here?
sure.
But it's because you're,
So
providing
that's a town street, so that'd be a town decision, not
Yep.
NDOT.
that's right. I like the idea of involving your either Public Works or chief in that discussion. That's why we kind of sent it out through an email, so you can. And
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought of.
yeah, well, that's why you hired us.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think the council has anything else, so we can just go on with the presentation.
Yep. And so, today is just about kind of showing final presentation of Phase 2 streetscape. So this is the historic town. And I will say that this is our kind of final presentation, but we will also be providing you a document for Phase 2 that kind of goes through how to implement, more detail,
Yeah.
some cost estimating, high-level cost estimating, because this has not been designed, so we got to get at a high level with a lot of contingency in it.
Sure.
But there's something to start with to formulate a budget, and so that'll be part of Phase 2 streetscape design. So you'll see a packet on Friday that finalizes it. This is our presentation of it. And then also the park stuff that we've been working on. So that's the other boards. So it's all the projects related to the parks. And so so we'll present that to you. Any questions that anybody has, we can answer through tonight. And then also we'll provide you a final documentation of that. So those will be kind of sheets under each portion of the park with a budget associated with that as well, and a little bit more detail.
Can I just suggest one thing for tonight?
Dumpsters.
Fireman's Park. And I think you already said this is just a recommendation.
Sure.
Our main focus is this park.
Yes.
Yeah, money-wise.
Yes. 100%.
And fireman's is just a recommendation
So all of these
that we
things.
like.
So all of these things can be phased however you want.
Right.
What this does is it provides you direction and an opportunity to decide which direction you want to go with a
Right.
budget associated with it,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And so from here, on both streetscapes, so we'll see, I know you have dollars associated with, beyond the streetscapes that we're doing currently with Phase 1, possibly some additional with Phase 2, and you can decide, hey, we want to develop X with the
Right.
leftover money.
Right.
And then the parks, you have a certain amount of dollars. You can now see where those dollars could be spent to be the most effective for wherever you want to put them,
Right.
right?
I just don't want the public to think this is what we are doing.
Yeah.
Yes. No, this is
Right.
the ability to make decisions, and that's
Right.
it.
Right, okay. All right.
talked about putting dumpsters through town in different places, and he was very receptive to that, and
Yeah.
said
Like
that
trash
he would
receptacles?
definitely- Huh?
Yeah.
Like trash receptacles or
Just
pull-in?
for like a week or two at a time, so
Like a
give
pull-in.
individuals on certain streets time to clean up
Oh, I
that
see.
doesn't have that,
So this is not associated with the streets?
no,
No.
no.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Something
Yeah,
different.
yeah, you're
This
fine.
is, this is.
Okay, I'm sorry.
This is our meeting.
This is old
Yeah.
business.
My fault.
Yeah. So,
Disregard me.
yeah,
Get away from the podium, Matt.
Nothing to do with
yeah,
it.
one of the things that we
But-
talked about at our last meeting was we do have a little bit, quite a bit of money starting to build up in our,
But I don't wanna see somebody tearing down a house and using our dumpster.
no,
Right.
no, no, no.
Right.
So
No,
that's
this
gotta
would
be monitored.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this would be just a cleanup.
Yeah, I think,
Type.
especially over the holidays when people are off work,
Right.
it would be a good time to have
Right.
a few dumpsters around town.
But it's nothing to do with.
Right,
No.
nothing to
this.
do
No.
with this presentation.
Yeah.
But just since we're all together and can talk about
Right,
it.
right.
And they still can't throw tires and electronics in those.
No.
Exactly, cause then we've gotta pay to get rid of them.
Scott, what's your
So
thoughts?
it's,
It's not bad, I mean, if they use it right.
I
they
mean,
use it right,
we do.
and if they don't use it to tear a house down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at one, I remember at one time I thought we put like a dumpster over there
We
by
have.
Fireman's Park.
We
Yeah,
have,
one
we have
time.
one at the garage all the time.
Yeah, but if they don't have a way to
If
get
you
it.
gotta be able to get it over there,
Yeah.
And on our first time we started having cleanup Hanover, we actually had college students then,
and if,
and they would go to residents with a dump
Help, yeah.
truck and help them.
and if
Clean
you're
up.
talking about the person I think you are, you've offered to help him.
I would, yeah,
Get it over
money,
there.
I would gladly help him or her clean up.
So we wouldn't have to put a dumpster there.
Yeah,
I would do it in a heartbeat, that's what it took.
yeah,
We've
I
done
just,
it before.
yeah, I think, for timing's sake, like if we can get it out during the holidays, that
Well,
would kind of give the best results.
You've done it before.
Is there a way to put a trailer over there by his house? Do we have a trailer that we could set there that he could put stuff on and then you guys could take it?
We've done that before.
Yeah, I had my car trailer over there.
Yeah,
Might
I
try
could,
that for
I
right
could
now.
put out there, reach out and ask about a trailer that could go to the,
Right,
that could go to the
Okay,
dumpster.
we're ready.
okay, all right.
We'll do that.
You wanna move on just so you can see this? Nice having you. I'm not moving on there, I'm going to see it. We've already checked with our attorney on what,
It's, let me
on
look.
cubics. Are you talking
No,
about?
he just talked
I
about.
haven't said it out loud the whole time.
Oh,
That we got to,
well,
they have to get a permit to do
they
it,
got
so.
permits. The college did.
No, he just said that we don't want people tearing down their houses, they would have to do a permit first. and we would
Well,
know and
yeah,
we
we
would know.
don't want them using those,
Right,
Just
just,
so tear down.
yeah,
That's why
they gotta hire your own, yeah, that's Scott, yeah.
With Luckett and Farley.
He's told everybody that.
I don't know if I've said, I've ever said the bill. Yeah, I think it's Bill. I don't know if I've ever said it out loud.
I think it's go.
I know. You don't have to say it right.
Okay, sure it's go.
Yeah, I just showed it to you. So I think we got it.
That's what I do, I got a grandma, I get her mom.
But you can see the, we've already seen all the plans.
I told him, I said, what did you, I said, what you just had guys been looking at right here, since you like to collect stuff.
What, Bill Cubic?
Yeah, I said, what you just had? Huh? He don't have one, he don't have one. I didn't know.
He's paying for kids going through college, the one graduated.
he's got one permit, it says that.
No,
Hey,
One's really sick, but
they're both still alive.
turnout.